Alright, welcome back. So, a little different. Here we have the Elegoo Century Carbon #1, and it's been great, but we're getting blocks, and whoever designed this print head or carriage, whatever you call it, you have to pull this much of it apart just to get in here when you get a jam, instead of being like an ender where it's like right there and you can like deal with it, pull your filament in and out. Besides, I don't remember getting that many jams on an ender. But this, the whole thing is plastic. Got metal shafts. Now you got this tension screw. It's from the side. You can't access it even without undoing 4 screws. Take this dodgy cover off. Anyway, so, and then it's all in there backwards, right, where you can't get to it. Really, all of this crap should be in there. And then you just got a bit of a cover that holds it all together. Would be a lot better, but anyway, this is like the cut-off knife, but mine's completely jammed this time, more than ever. Like I've had already a couple of jams to where it's getting annoying. But we've ordered new wheels, we'll show you. You know, it doesn't even want to come apart, that's how jammed this bloody thing is. Because I'll show you what happens down in here where you can't even hardly see, let alone get to. Hopefully I don't get sliced by this friggin' knife apparatus, which also should be on the print head. I've never had it hard like this to come apart. What the hell? Can't even get it apart. It's just a shit design. Because I'll show you down here. Alright, so I'm going to have to probably loosen off the thingo, and then they've used all sorts of sizes of screws. Well, I say all sorts, there's at least 2 sizes. This you have to wind opposite to what you think. Winding it in lets the pressure off. Alright, and then all that all falls out of there. Yeah, I need an inverted bloody one of these, where it's all this crap's on the print head. So I thought taking that roller off, you can see the problem, or you can't even see the bloody problem. That's the problem with this. Oh man, why is it so goddamn jammed in there? Getting it? No. It's because there's like a big bit of filament all worn away. So this is what happens, right? This is the jamming and the clogging, and it's a serious problem because, like you can see, it's shit to get to. We take that off as well. Righto. So you can see there what's happening. The filament's meant to be coming down through here, and then it'll go either side of that part. If it's hard to squeeze out, the wheels keep turning, but it just squeezes it straight into there, and then that's the end of you. At that point, look at that. There ain't no way that was ever going anywhere, and now you can't get it out of there either because it's just a shit show. So I'll get some bloody snips. Look after me, dog. Look after your good dog. Alright, we'll snip that out of there. Righto. And we've still got that bit that goes up through the guts of it. But yeah, I don't know, what's the cure for that? Because you want it bloody tight around there to a degree, but you don't want it to where it's going to peel the sides off and jam. And then also you can't see anything happening in there, so that's bloody terrible. I'm going to drill a hole here so at least you can see. But yeah, so what happens, I guess, is once you get your first jam for whatever reason, and then it'll start wearing these little wheels, the traction grooves off your little wheels. So I've bought a full metal one of those. It's coming in the mail, so we'll have to wait for that. And then yeah, especially this one here, there's not a lot of traction there, and the way it's pressed onto that shaft with this thing and all that, I wasn't a fan. So get full metal of those, but really this whole thing needs to be completely different. Anyways, we'll see what happens. I might try and chamfer in here because sick and tired of this happening. Alright, that'll be the video. Just letting you know how and why they jam. Look at the piece that gets in there. That's why I said this jam was worse than any that I've ever had before. It was just sort of, it gets squished flat. But I guess this is the next level. After that it'll start peeling off the sides and create you one of these. I ain't never going through anything. Alright, bye bye. Otherwise, like, the rest of it's decent. It's just this, and then where you go to pull the hot end off, it has to come vertically down, and then it hits on all of the plugs, so you can snap all the plugs off quite easily. Also the back of it smashed a plug off, or a capacitor or something, but still seems to go. But yeah, this leaves a lot to be desired, that's for sure. Alright, bye bye.